Greetings, Nephilim. The Splinter here, and today we're talking about the Diablo 4 open beta and what you need to know before starting this afternoon. So I'm going to give you the top 7 things you need to know to have the best weekend possible with a bonus tip. Let's get started. 1. World boss mobs, or world mobs, they're not a big deal, but the bosses are damage sponges. I would recommend any ability that stuns or is capable of massive burst damage. For example, my Barbarian, I have him run Bleeding, Ground Stop, and I'm using a bladed weapon for Whirlwind, which will also rapidly apply bleeding. 2. At levels 10 and 20, you can upgrade your health potion. Since enemies scale to your level, you can't out-level them. Therefore, health potions are going to be your best friend. With that said, 3. As you're traveling throughout the region, be on the lookout for resource harvest options. You can pick up herbs and ore in areas dotted about the map. The herbs will allow you to upgrade your potions and even craft some of your own, which I would highly recommend doing once you're capable. All of the craftable potions I've seen thus far have a 5% experience increase built right in, which can come in handy as you're on the grind to 20 for that adorable wolf pup. Destiny fans, and you know who you are because there's a lot of us playing this game, please don't name that pup Saladin or Ephrodite. Little too cliche there. Also, don't rush to do blacksmith armor upgrades. I finished last week at level 20, and honestly, I found enough drops to give me bigger upgrades than what the blacksmith could. Yeah, it increases some stats, but seriously, the costs, at least in my opinion, really aren't worth the stat increases for what we have access to until you're at least at level 20 and have done the level 20 upgrade for your health potion. So instead of blacksmith armor upgrades to that point, save your coin for the alchemist, which charges you to convert some potion ingredients into other ingredients. 5. For the beta, sell more of your armor and weapons than you break down. Most of what you'll buy at the vendors, at least in the beta, really isn't going to be worth it. So you're better served building up your gold banks. That way, as we approach the end of the weekend, blow all your funds on whatever. I'll probably keep banking until late Sunday and then just do blacksmith armor upgrades if I've got nothing else to buy. 6. Don't leave dungeons or boss battles to level up. The progress resets after a couple of minutes and then you end up having to redo it. Now with that said, if you absolutely have to leave to grind out some better gear, it may be worth it if you're getting stomped. But remember, enemies scale to your level, so if you're getting stomped, you're not under-leveled, you're under-geared. Finally, for the main tips, and most importantly, as you're fighting the bosses, pay attention at all times. But more importantly, pay attention as you hit certain health thresholds. As you get them down to 75%, 50, 25, etc., they're going to add in new attacks that can be devastating if you're caught and under-geared. Most of them are more or less going to have easy-to-spot tells for specific attacks. So if you do get caught, remember what they did just prior to the attack, and that's going to allow you to anticipate and dodge out of the way. And now is our bonus tip. Remember, it's not the final build release. There's going to be some issues, instability, and glitches. Based on last weekend, at least in my opinion, Blizzard was pretty quick to address the problems that got us screwed up, really. They got us going pretty quickly. So be patient, be understanding. I have no doubt the game's going to be a lot better going into the final release. But it's really not bad in beta form either. I'm not having much problems. And there we have it, folks. The Splinter's Guide to Not Hating the Diablo 4 Open Beta. Let me know what you think below. In the meantime, fellow Nephilim, the gates open at noon on the East Coast, which is 9 Pacific. Happy slaying, and I'll see you in hell.